I didn't stick my nostril up there, but
You had to what?
oh, I said I was gonna put my nostril up there.
Your nostril?
Yeah, but there's probably gonna be a booger in there, so look at this wallpaper.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
Is that like a wave in the sunset?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I was up at 7:30 this morning because I'm sweating my ass off every night, every day, early. The house is getting really hot. I need something that I can run a fan.
I need to find a couple of batteries. I think I found that power inverter.
How do you use that?
Look at the car battery. It's got alligator clips on it.
How do you charge the battery? Because that's probably not going to last very long, is it?
Just take it to the shop and put it on the charger.
I don't know how strong you are, but I can't even move a case of water. I struggle to get that water away from the stove into the cabinet across from it. I was like, "Oh my god. Did you get my message?"
I thought I replied. What was it?
Was it begging you? I was begging you. Welcome back, Kathy and
For
Sherry. Case of water and a can of off.
recently? Cause no.
Before I asked about the Amazon account.
Oh, I only read the Amazon one. I didn't see the other one. I thought that was part of our other conversation.
Uh-uh.
I mean, I can for sure here get it like Monday. His check didn't post today, so hello, Siri.
Hello, Sherry.
Hey, I didn't sleep last night either, but I had to. I had to do that. Reset my schedule.
Yeah.
Ooh, I actually got cold at like 5 this morning and sitting in the garage because Scott decided to fall asleep in the garage and that's where he stayed for the night, I guess, because of his back. He told me I'm just taking a little nap. I'm like, well, when do you want me to wake you up? Because, oh, and he stayed sleeping all night. But he does that because he does it every great once in a while, at least once a month because of the disc in his back.
Yes, well, it's not happy 4th for you, but thank you, Siri.
Yep.
It's gonna be a big
Mhm.
day.
Hey, they say
There's a lot of things about this country that are falling apart, but it's my country, and there's a lot of women in this world, and I'm gonna get a kind of on my soapbox here. There's a lot of women in this world in other countries that their rights have been completely stripped. They never had any rights. Um, and in my country, I can run my fucking mouth and nobody can say shit about it. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty privileged, and I have my military to thank for that. Well, I bet it's cool off in the house now.
it's 78
Yeah,
here.
it's pretty fucked up right now. I am glad
Fantastic.
I'm not the president because I would tear this place apart. Everybody who has been going against this country, they would be denaturalized in 72 hours. Pick your fucking country because the illegal immigrants that want to work, we're going to take them and get rid of you. And that is exactly how I would handle that.
So apparently there was some political vandalism at a church.
Which one?
One of them here in Wichita. The KSN video just notification just popped up on my screen because I'm on yours.
Oh,
Oh no, let's find out.
well, I'm talking to you guys from my new channel. I haven't done much with it yet. But the plan is being set.
This fool has not aged. Jeff Herndon.
I know. He just never aged. I had
Jay
an
Peters don't
interview with
either.
him, what? How long ago did I have an interview with that man? 15 years ago?
Something like that.
No. No. It was after Becca died, so 13 years ago. Because it was not long after she died.
And based on what he looked like a month ago, he ain't changed.
I really want to build a snowman. She'll never leave the house to build that snowman. Don't listen to her.
Are you for real?
What?
Ain't that that's in my neighborhood, Glen Park Christian Church.
Oh,
Pretty sure that's right there by me.
that wasn't Torrance. That was me. What they do to it?
Investigating some anti-Semitic vandalism at a church. Investigators say it happened at Glen Park Christian Church near Glen Avenue and the 27th earlier today.
I don't have to have faith in you. I'm just using your words.
Hello, Chelsea. You want who?
You want who?
Touching?
We're good, Chelsea. How about you?
So far, so good. It's Monday.
I'm tired, so I'm not going to be here much longer.
Glen Avenue. That's on the west side of Hillside.
Hello, Braden.
That mark on my hand.
What'd you do? Is
I
that
got
where
my
you
hand
hurt
stuck in the,
yourself?
I got my hand stuck in the door of the truck.
After I got done mowing the lawn, I went in the house and I picked up all my water bottles because I wasn't sure how many I would need. And I jumped in that shower. And as soon as I got out, that's when the sweating really began so bad. I couldn't even get dressed. And I finally got dressed, and in my socks, I went and got in the pickup immediately and turned on the AC. I was like, oh my God, I have to get my body temperature down.
I found out that the Suburban does have controls up front for the rear AC. Yes. Yeah. I do.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad here today. Today, I couldn't get the shop cold or cooled off at all. So I I figured, well, if I can't get the shop to cool off, I'll try and get me to cool off. So I moved the big fan to the far side of the shop because the BMW was pulled out. And I aimed it right at me. If I'd have known that is what it was going to take to cut the cord with Bella, I'd have done that a long time ago. She wouldn't lay in front of the fan. It was very humid here today. It was 94. It was our high temperature, but it was super humid. All right, Lachlan, have a good night. Get some rest.
Good night.
I'm not far behind. I'm tired.
Those poor kids.
What?
The first day they came down here and asked if I had some earplugs, and then I don't. And then I think they were just going to go sleep in the car. And then
Why?
they just came back in and he asked if we had any rooms available, and I told him what it was. And because I keep getting in trouble for changing the rate, I told him I don't have permissions to do it. And he said, "Well, if it becomes unbearable, we'll come back down and just get one anyway." Poor kids. They're probably like 17, 18. Mom snores. I think it's him and his girlfriend.
It's what?
I think it's him and his girlfriend.
Oh.
Or she's
Good
an
night,
adopted kid.
Kathy. Get some sleep.
Good night.
Hope you feel better.
He's like, my mom is just really loud. He's walking around with a blanket around his neck. Oh, poor kid. That freaked me out. Through the door.
What is that?
I don't know. Let's go check. Make sure it's not my damn boyfriend again.
Not who?
Scott. I hope it's not him. He's showing up randomly. No. Nope. That's like an older Ford. Nope. That's a black shirt. That's a diesel. That's a Dodge. It looked white in the headlights. I'm like,
Jesse, I'm about to lay into you. When Jesus said that he wanted you to spread the word about him, he wanted you to talk about something that not everybody knows. He wanted you to tell us the story of Peter, maybe the story of Paul, maybe the story of Cain and Abel, maybe the story of Moses, Job, Ruth, Esther.
no, Aubrey. I actually like this song.
That is nothing but a story of Enoch. That is nothing but virtue signaling is all you're doing, Jesse. That's all you're doing. You think because you walk around and tell people that's going to save your bacon. Mm-mm.
I mean, you need to tell the full story, not just the excerpt on the back.
There is a heck of a lot more to Jesus Christ than John 3:16.
Don't
Hello,
apologize for
Aubrey.
me. Sorry.
No, you're good.
We tell you guys all the time.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Both of us keep pausing. So Aubrey, don't apologize for real life. We tell you guys all the time. Life comes first.
Yeah.
Is it
Hello, Newman.
or is it Naman?
Naman? Well, how do
That
you
sounds
pronounce
hard.
it? How do you pronounce it?
Duban.
I have a problem with people who virtue signal. These are Christians that are fake as they can get. They're fake.
You used algebra as a comparison. Oh my God. Ah,
You're in America, Jesse? Are you in America? I promise you, everybody has heard about God.
you want to get pulled over.
Christianity is not a stranger to anybody. It's not a stranger. It was not a dawn raid. Trixie keeps coming in here doing that and scrolling it. She was timed out for like 30 minutes. Now she comes back and she's going to scroll again. This time Nate hit her. I timed her out. But anyway, this is America. Trust me, everybody knows, whether they believe it or not, they know about Jesus Christ. Okay? That is the biggest excuse I've ever heard. All I'm saying is when Jesus wanted you to talk about him and tell everybody about him, what he wanted you to do was talk about the stories of him, the stories that his people have written and portrayed.
Scrubs.
Hi, Dirk. Sorry, I almost called you the other word.
Uh, you know what I think is weird when it comes to the Bible?
What?
I heard about it earlier this year. Apparently, still to this day, those little mini Bibles get handed out at Brooks.
What?
Like the school doesn't hand them out. People stand out by the buses after school and hand them out. They're like this big.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know that they're supposed to be doing that, though. Are they supposed to be doing that?
I don't know. Back when I was a kid, when I was there, I thought it was like, the whole separation of church and state.
Well, but see, that law has been twisted and abused. That law was written and created because the churches were being taxed through like you'd never believe. It was pretty bad. And it was passed during the Clinton administration or the Bush administration. And the second one, I think it was the second one. Anyway, it was because they were being taxed at such a high rate. Okay. And the goal was they wanted to shut down the churches, is what they wanted to do. They didn't want them to thrive, whatever. Anyway, so the point of the bill was for the church to get out of the state and the state to get out of the church. What that meant, and this is what happened, okay? While the people were so focused on, I'm going to use this as a way to keep them out of our state offices and all of that, what they missed is megachurches. So the government no longer taxed, including real estate, any churches. So now you have massive megachurches. They don't have to pay one bit of tax, not one penny. They only have to verify every 12 months, every 1 year, 1 calendar year, that they are still nonprofit, is what they call it. So it was supposed to be get the state, meaning the government, out of the church. But like I said, The people decided to twist that, which is a typical problem nowadays. Anytime a law is passed, the people say they find a way to twist it and abuse it. Um, and the only reason that I asked, are they even supposed to do that, is because there was a Supreme Court decision made in Texas. It was the Texas Supreme Court that they could not have the 10 Commandments on the school grounds. So that's why I was wondering if that was even supposed to happen. But the separation of church and state was no taxes on churches. And now we have mega churches. Do what?
I just thought it was like a kind of went along with like keeping political shit out of school or religion out of schools.
Well, they want religion out of school. That's why the Texas Supreme Court did that. Now, all the lawsuits that are being filed, they're using that as precedent. And they also want to shut down private schools that are religious based, which I think is a bad idea. I mean, if a parent wants to send their kid to a religious school, they should be able to.
I do too. That's why I don't get into these conversations very often, Aubrey. And you said rude ass house guests. You're still a teenager, right? Which means you ain't got no say so. So if you were an adult and it was your house, you could tell them to leave. Go sleep in your car if you have to. I get it.
Jesse, you post that one more time, you're out of here. I don't allow scrolling on my channel. You want to bring your religion at me, make sure you know what you're talking about. But if you start scrolling, you're out of here.
No, I was saying tell them to go sleep in their car. Or just go to sleep, period. Hey, that or like just straight up tell your parents that, hey, it's the middle of the night and I'm trying to sleep.
I don't care if you know what you're talking about or not.
Like
If you're
one
going
of
to
them
spread the word
says,
of God, you need to spread it properly. There's a
then this
lot more to that Bible than John 3:16. And that is all anybody ever talks about is John 3:16. They give no context. They don't talk about any of the stories. You want people to know Jesus, but you don't want to teach them how to know him. You too, Acid. But I probably know more about what you talk about than you do.
They are on some shit tonight.
Who?
Derby PD.
Why?
Because I just had that truck pulled over right here. Now they got somebody pulled over at the bank. They're sticking close to this area. I've seen 4 of them since I came back out here. And I normally only see them 1 or 2 times a night.
Yeah,
Oh no, Aubrey, you need to tell your parents, be like, no.
when my daughter died, I struggled myself. Now, I've always been very spiritual, not religious. I don't agree with organized religion, which is nothing more than chaos. I've always been spiritual. I do believe in God, but I went through a period where I was angry with the world and God. And it takes time. And everybody has the flaws where we struggle to stay there. You know what I mean? We all do.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be a bitch when I tell people that, but I'm sorry. I have gone through that Bible. I used to read the Bible because it was the only book I had to my oldest daughter.
Oh,
And God wanted us to spread the word of God through his stories. You cannot, just because you quote a Bible verse, John 3:16, does not mean that you're teaching anybody anything about Jesus. You're not. You're not doing that. I'm not
sweet.
religious either.
You mean like Swedish fish or like actual Swedish candy? Because never had it. Excuse me.
I don't eat a lot of gummy anything.
Oh, so I've already off topic. I've already learned how fast this damn Suburban's gonna how fast it's gonna get dirty on the inside.
Once you put, well, you don't really take the kids anywhere.
Oh no,
So,
when we took Andrew and Cooper with us to go get Krispy Kreme last weekend, there's so much damn sand everywhere. I don't even know where they got sand from.
oh, they
Probably
probably dumped their shoes out on the floor.
they came from
Um,
the house, got in the Suburban, went into
Good
Krispy Kreme.
night, Vincent. Have a good night, Vincent. Get some
No,
rest.
you need to F all the way off. Get off my vehicle,
What?
Spider. He's walking across the windshield. It's like this
Oh,
big, but
I walked out there. I thought I saw something on the roof thing of the chimney, and I thought, "Oh, what the heck is that?" I walked down there, looked, and there's this yellow and gray hairy spider. It was itty bitty, not too small, but not too big. And I walked up there, and it turned and looked at me, and I said, "What's your problem?" And it just sat there looking at me.
it's probably some species of jumping spider
Yeah,
because they're actually quite like very curious creatures, and they actually like are intrigued by people, by humans.
yeah, yeah. I think it's a big black one. There's a big ass massive spider web in my great big pot that doesn't have a live plant in it, but it's got a lot of weeds. And I went to reach in there and saw that web, and I'm like, enjoy, because I ain't gonna mess with it.
Was it a thick ass web with a hole in it?
I have no idea. I don't think there was a hole in it. I think it was one of those webs for the black jumping spiders.
They make because jumping spiders make real thick like mesh nets type of. They build themselves a floor, and then they just have a
Yeah,
pedestal up in the corner. No, wolf spiders are the ones that put the hole build a hole in theirs.
yeah, no. I don't think there was a hole in it. It was just kind of creating a little shelter for itself, basically. Jumped on my face? Abso-freaking-lutely not.
That's how you slap the shit out of yourself. Whack. I could
And
just
then
see
hurt
it
your
happening
back.
now. I could see it happening now. She's looking at it. She's kind of like, curious, like, hi. That's okay. Before I knew that jumping spiders were very curious about people, oh my God, I have a picture of it somewhere on Facebook. I was sitting in the waiting line. I was sitting in the line at the school waiting to pick the kids up. And when I say the line, like everybody just parks. You're only allowed to park on one side of the street, on the school side of the street, because the other side is riddled with no parking. And the cops have camped it out. But sitting there waiting, This is quite a few years ago when my 16-year-old was in like second, third grade, like little. When he was younger. And I had a little jumping spider, not this vehicle, but it was the other Suburban I had at the time. He came up the back of the steering wheel and just enough, like right at the top of the steering wheel, just enough, like that's all you saw. It's like Mr. Wilson. And it just popped his eyes up and was looking at me, and it was like literally like a grain of sand just looking at me, and I'm like, I knew it was a jumping spider. I'm like, don't move because it'll jump on you. And now I welcome their presence. I'm like, come here. I scared the shit out of one of them one time a couple months ago.
Oh, uh-oh.
But
I'm okay with them as long as they're not in my bedroom.
they're okay as long as they're not in the house.
Yeah, I prefer they not be in the house. I opened the door a couple weeks ago. I opened the front door when I got up, and there was a big wolf spider in between the screen door and the front door, and I'm like, not in here, bitch. Stepped on him quick, has slippers on.
See, like the wolf spiders, I try to, let them stick around.
Not in the house, I don't.
Yeah, not now. No, like they can be like one or two of them can be in the garage because they eat brown recluses. And but as soon as they could decide to like go run from one hiding spot to another, and they run across my foot, or they get on the carpet. No, no, your time's up. And I hate being outside at night, like the backyard, because if I if I have to go do something in the backyard and it requires a flashlight, I would rather not. Because if you shine a flashlight on your grass, you'll find them all.
Yeah.
You'll find every single wolf spider. There was one time I just was like, you know what? I've had it. Like I didn't have any bug spray, so I'm like, and I had probably 5 or 6 interactions in one afternoon with wolf spiders in the garage. So I'm like, okay, we need to do some pest control here. So I took the brightest flashlight we had and I was shining it through the grass, like scanning the yard. And every time I find one, every time, every little glowy spot I saw, I went and stepped on. Yeah, Aubrey, if you take a flashlight and shine it in your grass at night, their eyes reflect. And you'll just see this little like glitter. It's like a little piece of glitter. Ugh. Hey, I found a praying mantis about a week ago in the yard. It was about that long. It was tiny.
I was closing up the shop a couple nights ago. I think it was Tuesday night, and a dragonfly flew in, and it kept trying to land on my blue shirt. I'm like, and then it dive bombed my head, and I'm like, what the hell? Who are you? And I was just talking to it. Every time I would talk to it, it would fly to me or, fly low in front of me or something
What was
like
it?
that. Dragonfly.
Oh. One of those I say ran in front of me. It was flying right in front of me. Quite a few, probably like 5 or 6 years ago, there was a cardinal that just full speed flew through the garage. Thank God the back door was open, and apparently he was paying attention. Oh my God. I need to send you the video of the damn crow from 2 days ago. That freaked me out, but then when I realized what it was funny. Sitting in a garage, don't have the radio on. I was playing a game on my phone, so I didn't have the volume turned up very high at all. I'm sitting in a garage, big doors open. Now, before I tell you about the sound I was hearing, at first I thought it was a raccoon, but it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it couldn't have been that. Then I thought it was like a stray cat, kind of like with a raspy meow that was like knew that there was somebody around, but they were too scared, but they were hungry. Like, it's like a little messed up meow type of howl, like howling, like it's the sad howl, like I'm alone and I'm sad. But then it was like, there's no way it's either one of those. I got up and there's a damn crow sitting on the street light going like this every time he makes the noise. Hello. Hello. I'm like, so I went through the process of elimination on different random ass animals, and it's a crow. Hello, hello. But the way it sounded is why it got me at first with the raccoon sound, and then it like a stray or feral cat with a messed up meow. Oh, that was interesting. I'm like, okay. And then I opened the door to the house and hollered at the kids, and I think uh Andrew Cooper is the ones that came out, and I was like, just stand right there in the right there at the big door and listen. And they heard it. And I'm like, you guys know what that is? They're like, no. I was like, look at the street light. I know Ragnar. Wah. Wah. Aubrey, uh if they're adults, you need to tell your parents. That's not okay. Or I'd have made a big ass scene right then and there. I'd flip the light on and start using some probably some unacceptable words in your house. Flip that light on. I know damn well you did not just do that. Make it a scene. That's wrong. Tickle, tickle. I love him. That and Hamlet, the Indian ringneck. And why were they in your bed to begin with? They can sleep on the couch. I mean, I guess flipping the light on would have been a little bit traumatic for you. It'd have been traumatic for me. I don't want to see that. I don't want that shit in my bed. No. You need to tell your parents though. Like regardless. It's done and over with now, so you can't necessarily say we can't necessarily wake them up, but you say something first thing in the morning. I don't care if them house guests are sitting right there. I mean, mom can correct me if I'm wrong, but she'd have made a big ass scene of it.
Yeah, I would have. When you are a guest in other people's houses, you don't do things like that.
Which blanket, Sherry? Hey, there's 13 people and only 9 likes. Double tap the screen. If the thumb pops up, you did it. If not, you probably unliked it.
What?
No, because the sister's room is set up with a full-size bed and a bunk bed for guests, but the guests get put in her room. She says she's gonna have a word with her mom about pretty much not having to say so in that.
Oh.
Bye. Those are bright. I mean, the only reason I can see putting them in there with you as opposed to a 9-year-old is, which it as soon as I say this, it contradicts itself. But I could see like this being the only reason, and it'd be protecting her from people. It should be protecting you both. But you being older, it would be you have a better understanding of things. If that makes any sense. Yeah, that's a cop. That was bright. I don't like that. I've heard this song before. It's an old song. I don't know who it is or what it is.
I can't hear it.
I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me. Oh, I do know this damn song. It's Rhinestone Cowboy.
Okay, everybody, I'm gonna go. I need to go to bed. So,
I'm gonna run too.
okay. Yeah,
I'm losing my attention span.
I am too tired. I can't stay awake. And we will see you guys tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll try
But,
a live, but
I've
I don't
been,
know who it's gonna be.
huh?
I said we'll try a live tomorrow. I don't know who else is gonna make it, but
Yeah.
probably everybody.
But anyway, everybody have a good night. And
I'm gonna go read my book.
we will see you later.
Peace. Good night, guys.